they want? Okay, let's see. Let's see who they want. Let's see. Let's see who they want.
It's time to see who they want. I'ma kick back and roll me a blunt with the culture. We know it's trending, it's over. I can't respect your feelings. I touch your shoulder, fuck your feelings. We the culture, we know who they want. Who they want, we know who they want. Who they want.
Ladies and gentlemen, you now tuned in to your favorite podcast show, everything that they don't. You know what I'm saying? I am your host for the evening. You know they call me DJ Steady. Are you ready for my lady, DJ Steady, the late night Teddy? You already know I'm in the building. I've been off on my little birthday vacation, Pisces season. Just hit big 34, putting up them
Come on.
Shaquille O'Neal numbers, dominating the
Come
chart.
on.
But I had to come back, and what better way to come back than to link up with my brother? You know what I'm saying? When I tell you this man right here, if y'all know my story, when I was talking about, me going through what I went through with my amputation and I had to be where I was medically to heal, this man right here, it wasn't even his job to do it, but every day he passed by my door. Hey, Steady, you still laying in the bed, my boy. It's going on 12 o'clock. Hey, Steady, what you doing? You done got back in bed? We got work to do. Never let a brother have a down day. Never let anybody have a down day. You, it could be something as simple as just passing a remote in a room, and this guy made sure the energy was live. You already know it. I got the Zydecoach in the building because he be live in the cut on the
Yes,
weekends
sir.
doing his things
Yes,
on the
sir.
ones and twos. So I said you had to come over here to Who They Want Network. He said, I got you.
Hey, we've been talking about
You
it.
did? Been
We've been
talking.
talking about it. We've been talking about it. We just had to line it up and make it happen. You know, life be happening. You know how that be, but we made it happen.
Man, it's
You
such an
know,
honor, man.
it's yes, definitely, definitely. What you got for me, DJ Steady?
Man, you know what I'm saying. I've just been feeling the energy. I see when you go live in the cut. Zydeco's been a big thing. People don't even realize how important music is in general. And for our people, music, music is a way to live. For me, it's a way to live. It's my addiction. That's my
Correct.
drug of choice. I cut the TV off and play music all day. But when I see Bro
Come on.
Bro go like share button and support it, and I'm like, damn, now I gotta sit here and he built my Zydeco playlist. For those that y'all that don't know, it started in the 1950s. But go ahead and tell the people a little something, something.
Oh man, Zydeco do stretch way back, man. The Chanel family was one of the first ones out there. Man, and you got a bunch of people along the way. That's way back. You got the Ottoman family. You know, it's a lot of people involved, but the Chanel family is one of the top ones to be out here doing this. You know, a lot of people hear the names Buckwheat, you know, Bojack. You know, that's a lot of big names. Keith Frank, Chris Ottoman. But there's a lot of people that did pave this way, and a lot of the Chanel, they got a few Chanels still out there playing. You know, currently. You know, it's a family legacy with it. You know, that's like the Ottoman family. You know that stretches on down a long way. Uh, my focal point, steady, honestly, is on a lot of these bands that don't get the attention that a lot of these higher bands get. If you get where I'm
Yeah.
coming from, you know, you know, because their music is out to be played radio, and you know you hear it because you know who they are. Keep Frank, Chris Arden, you know, major respect and stuff like that. But you know, you got bands such as one of my bands, Deuce and the Zydeco Struts, who I manage currently. He's a band. He has good music, a lot of a very high side. And when I say a very high side, believe me, it's some bands they don't have a high side. You see they peak as soon as they hit the stage. Uh, he's still coming into who he want to be in this game, you know, and the way he play and the way he set up, the way he format, the respect that he bring to the game is drastically needed for the culture. You know, the culture changes every decade or so.
Right.
You know how life is, and it happens with rap music. It happens, you know, every few years. You know, as the kids get older and we get as the kids get older and more born, you know, it starts to switch up. And that's what it is. And with a new age, I want everybody to be able to hear not even just the newer bands, a lot of these bands that are not known of because they are not in that specific area of talent, correct?
Correct.
They play local, they don't go out of town, they never been to Louisiana, this one never's been to Texas. And hey, let's try and get them out here. So, I have a few people that I know throughout the Zydeco game, as you know, that I reach out to and be like, hey, such and such want to come to Houston and play. What's his number? And I get on the phone with him and I'm just like, all right, we're going to meet them halfway. And I'm going to get on the phone with them and tell them they're going to meet you halfway. And we try and work on something from them. Does it always work? No, because you know how the game of business goes. Some people just be firm on where they are. But to try and get him on in different places, that's what I try and do. He say he want to wait till next year, but I'm kind of talking him into coming out and start performing this year, man. Because I would really love to see him be successful in this game, and that's one way to do it. You have Morgan Lamel. He's a newer band. LAJ, he just dropped an album. I played it. It was the first song I played. That Bad Boys. Hey man, love that song. The first time I played it, man, my whole car they love it, and that's what matters. It's what the vibe the culture brings, what it does for people. It's beautiful. It's days where I'm having a bad day steady and I just gotta click on, it don't matter who band. I just hit that Zydeco and it's like, it is what it is, Lil Nate, it is what it is. And there's a bunch of groups out here that I can see, because that's another thing. When it comes to the trail ride side, there's a lot of people involved in this. And there's a lot of it's bigger than what most people, when they get a first glimpse or a first understanding of it, would think it is. You have regions across the world that want to hear this music.
And that's what I do here at Who They Want, what I've done. And that's what make my Artistry Tuesday what it is today, was digging in the catalogs and going, yeah, it's easy to get who's on front of your TV screen and go, that's what makes it. But I like you said, I like getting those around the neighborhood, those who, because there's a different balance of these folks could be out there
Let's shop
robbing and
local.
killing.
Correct.
But you get the underdogs and put a camera in front of them, and they just as good, or just, you know what I'm saying? They got the Welsh. All they need is a little tuning up, a little structure, and a little management.
And that's what it always be about. It's one thing Deuce would tell you, because me and him on the phone damn near every day. I haven't spoken to him yet today, but believe me, we gonna talk. I'm honest with him. I try and make sure, because me being on this side of it and playing music, I see what the people be wanting. Like I told him, I'm like, hey, look, he'll tell you, I told him yesterday, I'm like, hey, man, I'm sick of that love music, man. I said, look, everybody got a love song to drop, okay? I understand, but I'm like, give me some culturalized music. I need something. Where's the Opapais? Where's the Opapais? It's certain songs that are played that is just for the culture. I understand we love to make love music for the dancers and stuff like that. It's beautiful. But we have to remember what built this game. Before they started playing all this other stuff, it was pure scratch board, a tapping of a foot, and you had the squeeze box. And that's just sitting back, instead they'd be like, well, how would you know? Because, you got these old heads and these other folks. Well, how would you know? Because I sit back and did my research. You might not want to know your history, but I do. I want to know where this culture originated. I want to know what made this culture great. And like I said, it's a bunch of people to pave the way, but it's up to us to continue to keep it going, keep expanding it. When my kids get older, they can understand what the true culture of Zydeco is. If we continue to let it go on this path and allow it to go that way, it'll be a different culture. It'll be for just man, steady. If we continue to let it go this way, man, it'll just be a good time with a squeeze box. You got bands want to be rock stars. They want to be rock stars. Nothing wrong with feeling yourself and being successful, because a lot of them put in a lot of work. I take nothing away from nobody, because I know the work I put in just for my Zydeco show, just to go on. What you do for your show. I take nothing away from everybody. But your ego, don't allow your success to ruin your personal relation with people because of an ego. I learned a few years ago that I had to kick my ego a little bit. I was so young, steady, and seeing success so early. I didn't know how to accept a no for a while. I got passed over the other day for a position that I felt I worked my tail off for, but sometimes it's not in God's timing. Maybe this one ain't meant for me. Steady, I felt like I got kicked in the stomach. But
I know. You know I know.
Yeah. But I thought about it, and I'm like, man, I've been so used to success and always getting what I wanted from working hard that I forgot what reality is. Reality is, hey, you're not promised everything you work for.
Mm.
So I had to sit back and look at it from that way, and I went to work feeling a lot better. And I went back and gave the same 110% that I always give.
Now
Like
salute to that.
Man, let me tell you something, Steady. If we can't enjoy the rain and the cloudy days, how will we ever enjoy the sun? If we don't see this bad weather out here, Steady, to see how it get when it look ugly, we'll never enjoy what it feels like and look like on a beautiful day. It'll just seem normal. So
Man.
that's where my mind go at times. Like, hey, we not promised everything, but what is for you gonna come to you. It wasn't meant for me, so the only thing I can do is continue to push forward as a human, as a man. And I had to, like I say, remember, man, just because you work hard for something, that don't always mean you're gonna get it. Just because you put in time and work, that don't always mean you're gonna get it. Situation of it, was I happy about the situation? Did I honestly want it? I really didn't. But to not be considered for something you work for so hard is a real kick in the face of disrespect. It makes you feel like you're incompetent of performing your job. You know, it says so much.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't get this job. I didn't get that position because you know what? There's a better company willing to take me on.
And that's what being purposely fulfilled is God got something better. There's always something in the universe that said, okay, you missed that. You just got to be conditioned a little more. I'm gonna season you a little more. I got something for you.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
indeed.
gonna hurt. It hurt at that moment because, like you said, when you in your ego zone and you feeling like, oh, I'm a shoe in. I'm doing this, this, and this. You know what I'm saying? I watched you go live a week ago. Remodeling a whole. you know, just in that moment, and then still come home, get in the cut and do your thing all in 1 week. So it's exhausting when you trying to find the balance, like you said, of playing from the hands of good, evil, and control, and so forth and so forth.
Correct.
Yeah. Shout out to the comments over here. I see Miss Nunu saying she love hearing all kind of bands play, rather not, they well known. It's a delight to hear. I
Yeah,
agree, band.
because that's the support they need. Like, man, you would never know how good a band is till you hear them. How can you sit up here and know how good these kids, man, these kids, these men that are putting in their time and effort? Because at the end of the day, a lot of these guys still go punch in like I do. And that's something that is very much not taken into consideration when it comes to paying these gentlemen, and booking them. Man, these guys have lives outside of this too. These guys have kids at home, families to take care of, and at the end of the day, y'all sit up here and try and lowball these folks. Y'all sit up here, people just, oh, I don't want to hear that little dude. Who is that little dude? Well, if you don't give him a shot, you'll never know who he is. And then when you do him because of big band, because they have sit-ins, and you have bigger bands who will let this artist they see, hey man, pull a chord, pull a line, go ahead. Now he playing in front of his crowd, and you're like, man, reach out to him. I want to book him. This kid is good. Yeah, you got to give people a shot to show you how great they are sometimes. You can't just go back off of what you think and what you see or what you heard and not know how great somebody is because you haven't witnessed it yourself. That's going back to saying reading a book, judging a book without reading the cover, right?
Right on.
Basically, shit. Sorry, let's squash that, but you know where I'm going with it. And
Absolutely.
that's where we go.
Right. It's the same same situation as back in the day when Chuck Berry went to go play in the club, and because they thought he was
Not
a horse
Tucker,
of a
Steady.
different color, he wouldn't
Not
get the spot
Tucker.
because he wasn't a horse of a different color. It's the same thing for a small band trying to get in and do their thing to get the same recognition,
Correct.
same respect. But then, especially, I'm gonna be plain text in Black America. But you got a problem once I go load the clip and then I come back in and I'm making everybody lay down. Now I'm the bad guy. You didn't give me my
You know,
opportunity to be the good guy.
hey, they never give you the opportunity. It's always, you're gonna always have to figure it out from somebody else, unfortunately. You have to figure it out from watching somebody else or going to somebody else's event, and you just actually hit his band and you just like they're actually good. You know, that's major, Steady. That's major. But yeah, man, touching the topic where you was, bro, like I said, it's a lot of bands involved in this that I can name right now that just have so much good coming out of it and doing so much great work. Lil Steven and the Zydeco Futures, he from Houston. That's my guy. That's my brother there. He puts in the time too. He puts in the time. And that's another one, man. He been doing this a while now, and it's just be crazy how people will just sit back like they don't know who these bands are. Like these bands should be on the main flyers too. They work to get there. It's
They
crazy.
deserve it. They deserve it, and it gives me frustration because we living in a world now, especially on speaking in the music realm, where A&Rs are no longer what they are now. We went from CDs to everything's now digital. Everything's based on streaming work, so it's even a harder fight now to become recognition to get in to instead of going from hole in the walls to I'm trying to get in Madison Square
Yeah.
Garden and all these other arenas and do so live out things. And here in Houston, it's rodeo weekend. It's
Man, it's been
opportunity.
rodeo month.
You feel me?
Yes.
And when we
Yes.
talk about, oh, it's cool because all these big time names are this and you can hit this and that. I'm the type of person I want to look for the small spots. While y'all over there trying to go and see all the greats over here on this side of the board, I'm trying to go hit the little bluegrass spots. I want to sit in the backyard with me a case of beer, listen to some live bands, and enjoy and unwind.
And that is true. Like, hey, that's something, because in Louisiana they ride on Sundays. And man, Steady, you talk about just a beautiful sight. You know how those Sundays be when the sun is coming down and man, the party just getting started. Like, that's how we come up. In Texas, they ride on Saturdays, which we all know a Saturday is always lit.
Yeah.
Saturday is lit. So it's beautiful, and it's two different ways they do it, but it's all for the same reason. And you enjoy that good old Zydeco. You got the kids playing. You got the adults talking their noise. That's what we live for. You shouldn't have to
And
go out there living in fear.
none, nothing that you're in a
Put,
safe
you know
environment.
what you about to say? Put them down now. Put
Put
them
them
down
gun,
now.
you know what I'm
They
saying?
picking
Put the
them
guns.
up.
You can leave the guns in the car. You
They
two
picking
stepping.
them
You
up.
ain't got time to think about shooting somebody when you doing it with your boots on.
That is true. That is true.
You ain't thinking about that. That song come on, and it's amazing. Like you say, when you speaking on a cultural level, how dance, fashion, all these things are in tune with Zydeco, the French culture, understanding the language, the movements, you know, and like you said, love songs is cool and all. That's cool. You can play a couple here and there. You can sneak a couple of them in, but I want to get up and move.
I
Or I
want to
want
get up
to
and get
unwind.
down and
If we
dirty.
wrap up the club,
I
but they
get
say
down and
last call
dirty.
for alcohol, then you play your love songs.
Come on. You give me all that after. I need that heat now. And with that being said, it's just, man, when you second you look at it, man, I'm so used to seeing, man, when them Zydeco artists on, really honest, when I speak on it, they don't know how I view a lot of it, but man, when artists was on stage, man, you see the cowboy hat, you see the square toe boots, you see the blue jeans, man, you see these days, you see Jordans, you see gold chains, you see, am I at the Boosie concert or am I at the Zydeco?
It's hard to differentiate because people don't know how to stay in their lane now. They mix. mixing too
We
much
got
into it.
these
We ain't asked for a
Zydeco
mixed drink.
rappers. We got these Zydeco rappers, I guess you'll call it, because you incorporate. You got people that rap on the Zydeco beat, and then you got these bands that just, I call them Zydeco rappers because y'all like to play Zydeco, but really it look like y'all want to throw this accordion to the side and say drop the beat and take us to a whole nother place. Nothing wrong with wearing your shoe here and there at all. Nothing wrong with wearing your shoe. But when it comes to keeping a car, time I see you hit the stage, you dress like just you. Do I have to even say what you dress like? I don't judge nobody, but eventually you're gonna learn why you ain't playing at certain events and
Bingo.
certain festivals, certain locations. Your attire says a lot. It's like going on an interview.
100%.
I am not showing, you know me, Steady. I am not showing up to work in denim and jeans knowing I work maintenance. I'm gonna pull up with these old white paint, got white paint on it, got darn putty everywhere. They know I'm gonna show up addressed accordingly to what my job give me. My job description is so, I'm not saying everybody have to wear out, but when you don't see them wear none, it just give you a different perception. And because are you really with the culture? This is supposed to be cowboy country. What's going on? Then when it's bands in Texas where I'm in a Lone Star cowboy state.
Man, me and you gonna get together, get our money right. We're gonna open up a lounge, and that's gonna be the dress code at the door. Before you come up into the Zydecoach lounge, we checking for this, and this.
Hey, and look, I'm gonna tell you now. You can come in with your tennis shoe on, but it's double at the door. I got a way to shut it down. Now you wanna pay a hot 30. Come on in.
You get tired of that, because they look for trouble. It's that that mentality of I'm grown. You can't tell me what to wear. You can't tell me this and that and the fourth. Don't nobody want to go through all that. But at the same time, you ain't gonna be able to hit that 2-step just right. You ain't gonna be able to line it up. Them shoes get to squeaking and scuffing, and you fall down and break your ankles. You really break your ankles, and not on some Allen Iverson.
Oh man,
Then you like, okay, I know I need to change it up for that type of environment.
You know, and it's like the culture is just not what it was. You know,
No.
maybe you know, everything grows and changes, and I just really feel it be because we get older, and the older we get, the more wiser we get, the more relaxed we get, and time starts to change from moving slow to time is just going by so fast. And that's when life starts to change for people. Now, mind you, everybody peak at a different age. I was peak at a younger age compared to older age, like most. You know,
Right.
not everybody peak the same, so I don't judge everybody the same now. But if you're in your 40s and you ain't got shit going on, look, you ain't gonna peak. You ain't gonna peak. I'm sorry, you're not gonna peak. Blame it on the Budweiser.
Real, because life come at you fast, and it's something I just saying. I look back and I said, and my grandma nicknamed me Old Man. And for a while, as a young age, you be like, "Well, Grandma, why did you name me Old Man?" You think just because I probably move a little. She said, "No, because you're wiser beyond your years." I could sit down and I have conversations and talk about stuff I be doing on Sunday dinners, and Granny be like, "I ain't know you knew that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What you know about putting a roast in a crock pot or doing so and so?"
Well, tell Grandma we know, man. Look, instead of I cook. I do a little bit more than cooking. I get down and dirty when it comes to them
Right
pots.
on.
Man, that's because look at how the day and age have changed. Momo was cooking while Papa was outside getting it in. These days, we cooking, getting it in, and everything. We got to pamper them these days to make them happy.
I ain't talking about going home, just grab a Birkin bag and slapping no Birkin bag on no dresser and saying that's that.
Let's be real. Who paid for the Birkin? Probably the only reason she with him is probably because he paid for the Birkin. They don't prioritize, and they damn sure don't treat a working man with presidency no more. They don't treat him like he's raw because he might be working hard, but in her mind, he ain't bringing in enough. He ain't doing enough. He don't go through nothing. He don't deal with nothing. Right? And
Right.
that's what you see. And all they see is when the next nigga come around, oh, he talked a little smooth. He had a little change. But that's all he got. That's all he brings to the table. He don't do nothing else. But that's just how it worked. They don't prioritize like grandma and them did when grandma knew she had a good man in there. She knew Papa was knocking Aunt Willa Mae down.
I just had this
But
conversation.
she ain't letting Papa leave that house for Aunt Willa Mae. Because Aunt Willa Mae gonna tell her straight up. That's a good man, that baby. Hey, you let him go, the door open over here, and his dress shoe already in the corner. Oh no, steady. Oh no, they want that same funk ass nigga that been out there on that corner with his pants hanging. Ain't got never mind. He hit a lick because he found a way. You know, he found a way. He found a way. He got him a lick. He got him a lick car. He got him a lick. Something got some change. Oh yeah, that's it. You see, but the thing is, it's the life that come with that.
Bingo.
It's the life that come with that. We know what that life is, but they so naive. Listen, why none of these niggas on the street got a family? They got kids, but why they not with? Because they don't want none of that. They enjoying just like fast money, fast life. I want it all, right? So if you expecting this nigga to sit down for you, you drinking. Because if he wanted a family that bad, I'm pretty sure he could have had one. Simple
but you
as
was
that.
on his back so bad. You up there talking to Kiki and Veronica and so forth, and y'all Kiki and hi. So now you gotta apply pressure.
No, Stan, look. A sitting Joseph for 6 years and wouldn't deal with a man without a job for 6 months.
Come on now. Talk to him. Talk to the people.
I mean, that's what you see. Y'all talk about what men don't have. Or go get with a nigga that's on the street selling dope. He got some change. Okay, cool, fine, and dandy. You ducking the people, you ducking niggas from his head, and he done went to jail. Now, mind you, they done took. Now he got some change, but the cops took it because he had it all on him. He had it all on him when they stopped him or whatever they did to him. Took that. Now you hit, but you would sit there and Joseph and put money on his book for 6 years. But wouldn't deal with a hard-working man for, I say 6 months, let's change that to 6 weeks.
Wouldn't. Without a doubt. Wouldn't. He wouldn't even get that first week.
Without a doubt. And
first
the first
week
time times get hard, he ain't shit. He ain't nobody. He ain't worth the shit. You don't do shit. Right?
Right? I've seen it countless times. This is why we thrive on what's the song by King George? Can't have one, gotta have three. This is what created that narrative. This is what opened that door for that now. Because you ain't happy with one no more.
What's good with a commercial break for like 2 minutes while I go get a charge? I don't want to down you.
Say less. Commercial break coming up.
Yes, sir. Stay right here. Steady. Somebody try and look. I'm gonna run in my house and grab my toy. Somebody try and get my coin. Take my daggone lap, my iPad bar. Cuss him out.
I got you. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Have you ever wanted to start your own tax firm? Well, consider this your sign. Here at Your Tax Business Genie, we have specially crafted 3 premier partnership packages for every tax professional. So whether you are just starting out or have years of experience, we have the plan for you. Not only will you have access to our knowledgeable tax academy, but also will receive free tax software for this upcoming tax season. Our goal is to help you manifest and harness the 6-figure income you are wanting to generate in just 4 months. With unlimited electronic filing, your earnings are limitless. Let us help you. Your wish is our command.
It's DJ Steady. Are you ready? Of who they want. Reloaded. and I'm here to tell you to go get your event hosted by Eventfully Yours by Sean. It's your vision, your style, your event. For more info, bookings, or any inquiries, then email her at Sean@eventfullyyourssean.com. That's email her at Sean@eventfullyyourssean.com. Tell them who they want sent you.
Yo, yo, it's your boy Big Mark, president of the Hill, and I'm locked in with DJ Steady. Are you ready? On the Who They Want podcast show.
You ain't think I was gonna have commercials run that long.
Man, hey, look, they came in handy.
Yeah.
They came in handy. What's
Yes,
going
sir.
down?
Man,
So yeah, where you want to pick up at, OG?
well, if you want to take it, I'm loving the vibe. You know, we talking to the people.
Man,
We can chop it up
Hold
all
on,
day.
bro. I don't know how to work this new phone, so give me 1 second, boy. I got this other phone here. Sound like an old ass man. Don't laugh at me. It's doing too much, bro. Cause you know I got two phones, bro. My second phone fell off the roof at work today. My iPhone, bro, stayed on the screen.
Crushed instantly.
I mean, mind you, I just got the screen fixed on it from the last time it fell. Yeah. Let me see. Let me get
Some
this down.
guys meet you Vegas here.
There we go. I got you.
Man,
All right.
bro,
Yeah.
I tell you, the moments we've encountered each other at that place has been some of the most iconic moments of my life in a year. Like, you know, just the pure interaction, the pure love for the job, love for the people. But then it's the frustration that come with it that don't get talked about. It's, not a simple thank you. We've had that discussion before. Not a simple thank you. I appreciate you. You didn't have to do that. It's you going above and beyond on stuff that ain't even on your resume to be doing.
Right. You know, I just bring that, man, everywhere I work state, I just feel like if you bring 110, they realize how much more of an asset you is compared to you being a negative, right?
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, I want to be an asset. I always strive to be the best. Now, that don't make me perfect, but do I strive to be that? I think that should be the goal for everybody when they go to work. If you just go to work for a check, that means you ain't happy, right?
Right on.
When you love your job and you pull up there regardless of what you get paid and you just having a great day, I can't, and you know that. And what I'm about to say is, I can't say the job make me that happy compared to as of having residents like you come through the door. The job can really emotionally take it away from you because you know where we work and you know what comes with a lot of people that comes in. So when you see somebody like you leave out of here, hey, I can't do nothing but up to that building every day.
Right, man.
Because I never know what you being in a place so that where your mind can be at. So if I can bring you peace and positivity to help you get up every day, to help you feel good about who you are, man, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, I know I need that same piece of positivity from you just to make it around this mug all day. We're going to feed off each other.
Yes, we do, man. And we don't see that type of fellowship amongst brothers no more. You know what I'm saying? It's that one up. Some people got a one up mentality. But what can I do to knock you off my board so I can eat the check? You know what I'm saying? Why go 60-40 when I can go ahead and take your 40 or your 60 from you and I can get the whole thing?
You know, the thing is when people, because people do think that way, and when they think that way, my thing be, do you know what come with that spot? Are you willing to deal with what come with that spot? You see, that's the biggest thing, because a lot of them, boss do get paid more than you, but can you handle the stress your boss deal with? You see, you just see the work part of it, as in physical labor. There's another logistics side to this. Then you got to deal with the upper management over this. I like the physical labor. I'm good. I like the physical labor. I'm good.
And you speaking on weathering the storm earlier. I was in there during the time where I had to actually physically weather the storm.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Man, you
And this is
remember
why I'm giving you flowers.
I damn near passed out. I damn near passed out, bro.
I snapped, and that was the day I snapped. I really did. It bothered my mental because I'm like, every day, we already know we living in Houston, so you already know it's hot as all outside. We already know that. That's a given. But we're an establishment that shouldn't, for one, been out of power no longer than 24 to 48 hours. But when you got people out of the kindness of their heart, someone like you going on the battlefield out of the kindness in your heart and love for people, not love for the money, love for the people, they still say, let me do what I gotta do to give these elderly people air, to give these residents air. And it was like, oh, you fast out, and they trying to get you to sit down, cool off, put the towel around your neck, sit down, give them some water, feed them Gatorade, whatever. And then, bam, right there, your instincts kick in. Don't worry about me. I'm gonna be all right. Sacrificial lamb mode. Don't worry about it. Man,
Man, that is true. That is true. Because steady at the end of the day, if I was to sit back and get upset at you guys for what this company brings or what these people in this building do as in workers, what good am I here for y'all? What is my point of really being here? I knew one thing steady, and in that moment and that day, I think about it all the time because I've worked a lot of dangerous situations. I've worked a lot of situations such as that, and it's just the first thing I think about is y'all got families at home that can't get here. How they thinking about their family members? What do they think? Because y'all are going through a tough time and you can't even physically or mentally understand what's going on at this building right now. Just know a lot of phones are down. You can't reach them. Phones are dead. You know, things such as that is really going on. And you got a natural disaster happening as we speak. Power out. People, they reporting deaths across the city. And the one thing I can do since I can get here is my motherfucking job. And I say that passionately when I say that. If I can
Hell
do
yeah.
anything when I get here during this time of need, is make sure before I clock out to leave that everyone is at least handled to where they're comfortable.
And to bring it full circle, I'm getting up every day, jumping up out my bed every day, find a little hot spot where I can keep my mobile device charged, come through with the Zydeco. How you still playing music? You still coming through, still keeping them dancing, still being able to find a way to uplift spirits. That's what we do. You don't think about it. You know what I'm saying? Self-sacrifice, you don't think about consequence. You don't think about the effect of what's going to have insert myself in this problematic situation. You don't think about it. You don't have time for that. You spoke earlier in the pre-show, problems, solutions.
Well, and that's the biggest thing, because it's, you hear all the time, man, when you get a group of people together and discuss a topic, you always have a different opinion. You got people that agree, people that don't agree, but you never hear when it's all said and done, them coming together and finding a solution. You would get a standstill, basically a hung jury over a situation before you can find out how we can compromise and still make this happen. Well, what do we need to do to make this okay with you? That never get asked. There's a reason why they might be disagreeing, and it might be something that can be fixed right there momentarily. But instead, we push it back and continue to fight what we have already going.
And and also you dealing with what I want to bring to the forefront is people don't want change. They talk about change. They don't ultimately want it.
At
Boy,
all.
I sure wish they'll fix these roads. I'm sick of these potholes. I'm sick of doing this. And boy, I can't wait for them people across the street to move. I'm sick of the loud music. I'm sick of this. And then when it happens,
One city council meeting, a change your life. One community meeting, a change your life. You can't expect them to handle stuff that ain't even on the agenda. If I know nothing of, I can't, I deal with that instead of, I deal with that every day. My bed ain't working. My air conditioning ain't working. Man, unfortunately, nobody told me. You the first person to tell me. As soon as I get a chance, you know I'm coming. It's that simple. But at the end of the day, communication is so key in so many things: relationships, life, work. The word communication, that C word, that will always come up because it's a detriment in everything we do in life. If we don't communicate, we have no knowledge of COVID. If they didn't tell us to watch out for hazards, we would have never known of. It's just warning signs. How many people really stop and read? Steady, you could put a sign on the door that say, "Don't enter, will fall through." How many people you think gonna be in the bottom of that? If you think 50 people go through a door, how many people you think gonna stop and read? If I step through that door, I'm gonna fall through the floor.
Basic common sense. It's the same thing as those terms of services on your phone. You scroll, accept. You don't know what we don't know what we accepting. We just click it. I don't
Hey, want to
want to
get
read
mad?
all this.
Want to get mad when they snatch your money, but you done subscribe for 7 days and forgot on the 7th day to unsubscribe.
Come on now.
So
Come
real.
on, look. Come on. Get and it's the honest truth is perception versus reality.
Yeah.
Ignorance is bliss.
Oh,
I don't need you to
hey,
tell me to watch my step. It's gonna be
hey,
inside joke. Not everybody elevators is actually connected.
yeah, they damn sure missing a few olives. I tell you that much. They damn sure missing a few.
Bruh. And it's just crazy how these little sayings I picked up in that short period of time has really go, damn, when you really, really think about it. Basic thing. All right, people, we're not gonna tell y'all to ride the elevator today because we've come to the conclusion that every time so and so on there, it clicks off. You could put a sign up that clear as day. Do not ride. What the first thing they're gonna do? Oh, that don't apply to me. Click. But then as soon as it stopped mid-flow, you know what I'm talking about. We done been there.
Hey, listen, nothing kills me more. People, hey, that's like partially reading. You've been accepted for $500. They stop reading right there. On the back end, they say, if you send me 1,000, enter account data here. All they're gonna do is enter account data. Now you look in your account. Yeah, they sent you that 500 after they took that 1,000, so they still owe you 5.
We don't read the fine print. We don't. We skim through that. We don't read the fine print. We don't read what's in parentheses.
Hey, buy a car, buy furniture, buy whatever. No reading, no leasing. Not a now ninja would sit there and read nothing. But I tell them one thing: I got a ninja who will. Anything I put up at work, anything I do, if it come with instructions, I'm gonna read them first. Don't come telling me my curio set got an extra port, cause it don't. It goes somewhere on there. They don't send extra ports like that. They send you what it takes to put this damn curio up. Why I got all these extra screw and all these extra pieces? Talking about in case something happens. They go on there. But refusing to read and looking at the picture, now you got my shit sitting to the right. And when I put some weight in it, it starts to sit in the middle. Oh, no, steady.
Life. These are life concepts. And there's people who brain cells is like that. Them screws get a little untight and you start missing them bolts. And basic anatomy. And I ain't picking at nobody, but I'm just saying this.
We ain't casting no aspersions,
This is
but
why
I'm going and say they got some
you know
people
what I'm
who
saying?
do
This is
some
the
new
ignorance
school.
of this is why collectively as a whole, we can't never get to the top of the mountain.
That is true.
Grandma
Hey,
can only lead you so far, but eventually grandma praying hands gotta be laid to rest.
you got 50 Mexicans staying in one house. You got an Arab fly their whole family in to help run a gas station. White people
on
gonna
now.
pass. White people gonna do nepotism and everything else. No, not
Come on
nothing
now.
racially dividing between people. I'm gonna say that for security purposes, but there's nothing racially dividing none of our people because at the end of the day, I love everybody. But when you look at other races as a whole and how they communicate and take care of their own, compared to if we had a business together and people had to come pay us, and they see $50 for these. $50. I go up the street. Yeah, go up the street and get it. And then your shoe gonna stay right there on the ground when you put your foot in it. They refuse to buy from their own. If they don't refuse to buy from us, they're gonna want a discount. I don't hear nobody arguing with Walmart. You know, they just bought the Broncos, so they got money.
Selective support. I say it all the time. Selective. We choose the moments where we want to. Again, when the boycott came, hurrah for what it did successfully. We realized on the Target boycott, they lost billions of dollars behind unifying behind that. Okay. And after them 24 hours was over, they was right back in there.
True.
Popularity contest. Selective support. But me and you can put together the same store, a mom and pop store, whatever store collectively. I ain't going in there. They got them young cats running that. I can't buy from them. It's faulty products in there.
True, that is.
Street, you can go to Arab, Hispanic, French, whosoever. You can go to the next person, and you got no problem spending that money. This is why we're dealing with the issues that we're dealing with in America today. This is why all that DIE stuff, and we ain't even politicking, but this is why it's come to that creation of why we must
ain't
tear
politicking,
down.
but we're gonna spit a lot of the facts that they ain't gonna sit up there and say. Like, okay, how in the hell y'all gonna get mad at a goddamn president? First of all, how y'all gonna get mad at other people for voting for him when y'all can't even vote for your own people? Y'all have city council elections that y'all don't even show up for. How in the hell y'all get mad at somebody? And y'all don't even vote for your own people. Now, you know the woman that's running for councilman, and you know she won't change. Oh, this whole, this, that, the third. She be messing around on her husband. What they got to do with her running for councilman? What they got to do with her running for mayor? Oh, this, that, the third. Now, mind you, all this is hearsay. You ain't never known, you ain't never seen, never heard, never done this, that, and the third, right? But they know because somebody told them that. So that's the reason you ain't going to vote for me, somebody who going to really make change in our neighborhood, compared to you voting for the white man.
Ain't no question.
The white man keeping it under wraps. The white man keeping it under wraps. He hitting Cindy next door like it's all good.
What the song say? We don't talk about Bruno. No. We can't talk about that.
Shit.
But Bill Cosby and R. Kelly is the monsters.
Hey, but in the R. Kelly situation, why the parents ain't in jail? The ones who were soliciting kids. The ones who soliciting kids. Because y'all sure was reaping the benefits of in that licking, touching, rubbing, bumping, grinding, filling on his Jeep, everything else. But he's the bad guy. Is he wrong? Yes. Is he foul? Yes. But at the end of the day, he ain't the only one. Because as a parent, how you allow your kid, you talk about throwing rocks at the window. Man, all the drug kills down the step by them cornrows, boy. All the drug kills down the steps by them cornrows, boy. My daughter, where? Doing what? What you mean he about to send a check? I'm going to need that check he sent to bond out because I done slapped the mama and went drug him down the steps and got my daughter up on her. Now, my daughter 18 and she want to be in Kel's house bumping and grinding. All right, tell him send a check. You grown. If that's what you want to do, that's on you. Cut me. But long as you 17 days, 17 years, 364 days old. Shit, I be down. I be down. I ain't gonna lie to you, steady. I be down. Nah. And to sit up there and try and ruin him and to sit back all these years and now y'all want to do something about it? That's my biggest point on it. Like, y'all waited all these years to say something, do something, all this. But to me, it all sounds like it's a money thing because all y'all doing is really suing him. Y'all ain't really worrying about him being in jail. Y'all worry about collecting some change. You understand?
That's what it boiled down. Same thing with Diddy. All these big names. The list.
Now Johnson & Johnson, Mr. Johnson & Johnson. I don't know, Mr. Johnson & Johnson. Hey,
come on now. Come on, Zydecoach. Now, come on, bro.
Hey, Mr. Johnson and Johnson, hey, I ain't really getting to his story and what really happened. It was all from the radio and people
Correct.
around me telling me. I really didn't know what was going on with Diddy's situation when it popped off. I was too busy worried about Kendrick killing Drake.
Yeah. They not like
They aren't like us at all.
5 Grammys, halftime.
That man ain't care if you sued him or not. He called your name and looked at the camera. And he had some disco paints on from the 70s.
Come on with it. He just you in bell bottoms, bro. Come on.
Man, that boy got them bell bottom on, and you mean to tell me this man say Drake, looking at the camera, looking like that boy off for what's the name of that damn TV show? God, Atlanta.
I know exactly.
Man.
And big ol' me breaking news before we got into the show. I just got arrested here in Texas, saying he got capital murder for having something to do with Mo3 being killed.
Bro, that's what they like. That's what they like. Bro, to sit back and just be taking each other out when y'all could have been collabing together and making great music. But now it's a sadder situation because of what? What it is, years later, now you in jail?
Karma always comes back around.
Man, that is crazy. That is crazy. And I'm pretty sure they had a relationship. I'm pretty sure they was cool in a way. That'd be the sad part for me because it be your closest people when you make it successfully. Probably get mad over some simple stuff and come peel my head back.
Bingo.
That's why I trust few and I do what I do. Steady. I don't understand.
Deception don't never come from your best friend. Deception don't never come from an outsider. Come from the one you're supposed to heart and soul to.
Jealousy is so kept under wraps. People be so jealous. Why? I have no idea.
It goes back to biblical. It goes back. Talk about it. It go back biblical. Cain and Abel. It's been in the design. It's been there. That's why free will and choice is so powerful, and people don't even realize it.
Man, free will, choice. Like you say, go on to choice. Y'all have choices in life. Y'all have choices to be free or choices to be in jail or in a grave. There's only 3 options. With that being said, bro, you have to make sure before you just react to everything you think. Man, everything ain't worth a reaction, and it took me years to figure that out. Everything ain't worth a reaction. Man, I done see myself get upset over somebody that wasn't even worth it. Damn, they went to jail over somebody that wasn't even worth it. Matter of fact, went to jail over me, because look, went to jail a week before my daughter was born from shooting my mouth off at a state trooper. Why? Because I was under the influence. I was talking a lot, boy. I was on my way to Chris Audubon's birthday downtown Lafayette. Show you right, April the 7th, 2022. That decision has taken me on a downward slope to where I've been fighting to get out of it ever since because of that one little situation, bro. And it ain't no major situation. Because of my license, stuff like that makes it hard. The fines makes it hard. So if I learned anything to stay out of them people way, is to shut the fuck up. Let them feel great by themselves, and I'm gonna be all right because I know at the end of the day, I'm not worried about no fucking body. Bro, that was the worst decision I possibly ever made.
And all it takes is 60 seconds, not even 60 seconds, a millisecond, to decide what your next 365 or your next 24 hours finna go.
It take a man to admit when they wrong. I was wrong. Bro, this man allowed me to come back to the scene after I fled the scene where I wrecked my car. I got Smirnoff, Four Loko, all kind of shit in the car. He didn't cut me a DWI. He actually cut me a break. Me being so agitated because I know what I just did, man, I just flipped my car. Lord, fuck, what did I just do? I just was aggravated with everybody. And he trying to talk to me, and me and him end up getting into it because I found my phone, bro. And boy, I went hard. I ain't gonna repeat the words I chose to tell him. Just know by the end of the night, I burnt him on foot, and me and him met up 2 weeks later. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's just the decisions we make. He couldn't catch me now. I turned myself in, but he couldn't catch me. But it's just, that decision, I'm still paying for it in a way, literally.
Hmm.
And that was one bad altercation with law enforcement in my life to where I went to jail. I knew how to stay out of them people where I don't go to jail for the ignorant shit I do. That was just downright stupid. I knew better. Shut up. You won. Like, shut up. I was leaving with some tickets. By the end of the night, I talked my way into jail. Could he catch me to put me there that night? Hell no.
Well, that
that
ego spirit be a mother. That ego spirit be a mother. that monster sit in.
When I turned
That
myself
monster
in, steady, I asked him when he put me in the backseat of his car, we was on our way to Paris. I said, "I'm fast, son." He said, "I got to give it to you." Hell yeah, I can't help it. Steady, I can't help it. I got to keep it a buck. I just had to show you, since you thought you was so determined to catch me, that even in your truck, you ain't got enough horses. What you watching back there, boy? And what you watching back there, boy?
Window.
Yeah.
He watching the window.
I see them all, boy. I've been watching you talking. I said, what you talking about back there? Huh?
Yeah, man, but that's just crazy. It's full circle, which brings us back. Like, this is why.
Hey, y'all, he ain't heard that. He say, anyway, he was watching in that background. He got DJ. He got Zydecoach reloading on you. I'm gonna tell you, that boy was watching something back there. Now what it was?
Be in the headlights.
Come on. All right, I'm gonna take it down. All right, y'all put the foggers on. Let's see what Steady got.
I just be seeing somebody was pulling up. I was trying to see if there was somebody for me in there. Man, I be having it. It'd be cool.
I know. I'm just proud of you, man. You told me your podcast was coming. You made that happen. And life been good to you, which was well deserved. Knowing what, like I say, the start to the finish, I'm proud of you. Every day, I made sure you got up for a reason. I was damned if I sat back and let you sit by them folk in there and act like them. Hell no. You got too much positivity coming out of you. Get your ass up and go to therapy.
Would say on life, boss man, I wasn't trying to sit there waiting on that jello. I ain't want no jello after I seen what I seen up in there. I ain't want that jello, boss.
That boss, you want a puree. No, you want a puree. That's why.
I couldn't do. I got mad. I told him, why broccoli gotta be served with every meal?
Oh, hey, and every meal, yeah. Like somebody want that. I don't eat that when I'm home. Some broccoli. Hey, look, no cheese. Man, Steady, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's been good in the studio. I gotta get out of here. I got dad to do this to do. I got off at 6. I ain't get home till it was time for us to go live, man. Traffic, Houston life. Bro, we definitely can set up another one soon. And we're gonna get strictly in the Zydeco with that one. But just know the whole View miss you. We love you, bro, and I appreciate you from having me on, man. Your platform is beautiful, man, and it's growing and it's gonna continue to grow.
Straight like that, man. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, y'all make sure y'all tune in with my man Zydecoach. You know what I'm saying? He be in the cut when he get his energy together. We'll be back live. I'll be sure to share it. We're gonna link up. We're gonna do some stuff. I hope y'all enjoyed this show because I had to put on for my people. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna close the show with my new slogan: if you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. Be blessed.
Come on.